just keep on rolling in with them.
That's a clean car, Rob.
Yeah, it had to be done. I ain't even told you the price on this yet, but I'll tell you in a minute. You'll be quite shocked. So, I mean, I've discussed this with you, what it is. Do you want to take the lead again, or do you want me to go?
No, go on.
DVLA, road tax seizure. Bit of a weird one here, Chris.
Go on.
This is a proper risk. Do you want me to tell you why it's proper risk? A lot of the time they seize these cars, people break down, they blow up, they're worn out, they leave them. They let them take them, right?
Yeah.
This is a bit of a definite 50-50. Do you want me to tell you why? It's only £20 a year to tax, and it's been seized for no road tax.
Why would you not pay it?
Why would you not pay the 20 quid?
Yeah.
It had a new MOT in January, and all the tyres on it look brand new. Is there an underlying issue with this? It was so cheap, it was worth the risk. And
it's odd, isn't it, that?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just...
Why wouldn't you pay the 20 quid?
If it's run out of MOT, I can understand it, because you catch 22, aren't you?
Yeah, because you can't tax it.
You can't tax it,
But the other thing is, as well, all of these cars from that place, you know, you can grab that and get straight in there, can't you? These are meant to be unlocked. They ain't even unlocked this. They four-wheel lifted it.
Right.
And then they four-wheel lifted it off. This
So
car ain't even been unlocked.
We've got no key.
We got no key. Well, there's obviously it's the tax seizure. We know nothing about it. It is obviously I've done all my checks on it. In fact, let's include the car vertical now. Using car vertical, and you can see it's loading there. Vehicle marketplaces, insurance databases. It literally goes through the whole lot and all of the countries. Manufacturers now checking equipment, service intervals, scrapped car markers, other databases, and then we're almost done. And as you can see, we have got all green traffic lights on this one. Odometer looks good, financial and legal all looks good, and damaged all looks good as well. I'm just going to have a quick look at this one on timeline. And there's 18 records found there on timeline. So the registration date, failed a technical inspection, was inspected, that's an MOT, was inspected, an ownership change, another MOT, was on sale, an ownership change out on the 11th 2020, and the latest ownership change there, and that's the company that's selling it actually register these cars in their name to get a V5 for them. I want to thank Car Vertical once again for the continued support on the channel. To benefit from a nice little discount off your check, use the code up on screen now or click the link in the description where it will automatically apply your discount. And as you can see, it's a 1.6 TDI. They're not as good as the 2 litre, but...
No, it's still...
Mate, it's a chance, isn't it? It's a chance we have to take. Otherwise... If you was...
I mean, they run on fresh air, don't they?
They do.
They're fantastic mileage, these return.
It looks, honestly, it looks a nice car. That's why I took the chance on it. Look how tidy it is.
Yeah. Well, you know what we're going to have to do then?
Yeah, get Aiden back again.
Yeah. Keeps him busy, doesn't it?
Yeah, do you want to have a walk right round and show the other side?
Yeah, there's not a lot wrong with it. And I see I noticed a little bit on the back bumper.
That's why I'm like worried. Is it any good?
Why would you? Yeah.
Look, someone obviously really liked this car. I bet that weren't cheap. It's not supposed to be on there.
No.
The wheels are quite lovely, aren't they?
Well.
Look how straight it is. But why would you let them take it?
Shall we put a bar on it and see? Make sure it's not seized up before we waste money and time getting key man out.
Look under here though. Look.
What do you reckon?
It ain't been apart. No one's like lashed anything. Look, it's got all the under trays on it. But we're going to need to get in it. We're going to need to get him out anyway. But we've got him coming out for another car.
Yeah, we can't pop the bonnet, I suppose.
No.
Mind you, if we get him out, because he'll pick the lock and pop the door, won't he?
He can do keys for the other car while he's here.
And we'll get a bar on it, because, I'm not sure what a key will be for that, but we don't want to waste the money if the engine's toast.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
Let's do that. Put it in the comments section down below. Is this toast or are we on to a winner? Because I'll tell you what, if this one is all right,
Mind you, if it's toast, we won't be doing any more on the video, Rob. So
no, we will, mate. We will. You know that we'll admit it. If we messed up, if I messed up, we'll admit it, won't we? You can see it's been sat for a long time.
What I mean is, it'll be scrap.
I had to actually get. I've got your chains on it. Have a look how bad that is.
Yeah.
From here.
Yeah.
I see. I mean, I had to drag it on like that.
Yeah, I know. You haven't got the chains on it.
You've took them?
Yeah.
Oh,
I robbed them off of it, yeah.
Well, you can see how badly it went on the back. It's at a proper angle. Anyway, that's enough waffle. Let's get Aiden out here, get him to do a key. He's got to do a key for something else for us. Similar situation, but I'm not sure what one's going first. So we'll get him out here, get it done, and let's have a look. I'm afraid if you blink with Aiden, you've missed it. He's listed the lock and he's in the car already, which is incredible. And he's already starting the process of reading stuff, but I'm not going to stand here while this alarm's screaming. So it's a bit unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to film me doing this one, but do you just want to crack on and
Yeah, no worries.
Because that's
when we
loud.
Get closer, we can maybe do a cut in
yeah,
or whatever. Yeah,
that's screaming down this microphone. Cheers,
no worries,
dude.
Mate. No worries,
so
mate.
Aiden was trying to, he can abstract the data out of these VAG Volkswagen clocks sometimes. I've previously had one done where they plug it into OBD, abstract the data, which is what he was trying to do out there, and then send that data off, wait for a PIN code to come back, and then program the key through that. Was that all right, what I just said there? That was...
So basically some cars we can extract the data through OBD. Some data we have to extract the data using brute force on the bench. So this one obviously we tried to do it through OBD, it doesn't work, so...
Would it have been that battery so low on
yeah,
that
it could be
car?
that as well, yeah, it could be that as well, yeah.
The interesting thing is, when you just plug this in, I did notice, we got the mileage, everything's up there, 92,634, which is lovely, because I didn't know that. I only knew that that car's actually got an MOT on it that was done recently, and it was very similar mileage, so that is good. Right, so what's the plan?
The plan right here is, so this is a bench cable which we made. That's a coil which reads the keys, etc.
Yeah.
So we're just going to turn the ignition off. This is like this is basically like a ground wire, but it's got resistors built into it, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to short this processor out to be able to glitch it into thinking that it's in service mode.
Okay.
So this here is the ground supply. So if we glitch this now and turn the ignition on.
I appreciate we can't see it.
So just wait 8 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now, if you look at the clocks,
oh, the ignition's gone off.
Yeah, and only the handbrake light's on. So now we're going to try to read the immobilizer data out of it and just see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. There you go. So we've got security login success. This dashboard is dark when you see this tip. So that will stay exactly like that until I reset it from here.
I can see that loading,
Yeah, so we've got 2 keys, Rob, in this car.
Can you delete both of those off?
Yeah, we will do when we learn the keys in. So basically, what we have to do is we have to make a dealer key.
Yeah, you already cut the blade and lifted the lock. I missed that,
cut
sorry.
The blade and everything. So it's a setup, we just want to prepare a normal dealer key. So yeah. So as you can see, key make unlocked, okay?
Yeah. So
now if I press reset instruments here, see now the clock's come back on, right? So now what we need to do is, as you can see, it says key not found. So if we go into add key and press yes, and we load your IMO data over, IMO data Rob, we want to import key learning is 1.
Yeah.
So now it will ask us if the key has keyless, which is not, it's just a normal key. So now look, as you can see, it says 0-1
the
clocks. So if I hold this key right here, you see what's going to happen in a minute. So if we press OK, just give it a few seconds. As you can see over here, all keys successfully learnt.
Yeah.
And if we turn off the ignition and turn it back on now, that should, sorry, give it a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it back on. Now you see it doesn't say no key found.
No.
Because the keys are it's reading the key as if it's here, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Obviously, you're gonna have all these errors because it's not in the clocks and it's the
Nothing's
ignition's
plugged
on,
into it.
So, but as you can see, it doesn't say no keys found anymore.
No.
Because the keys are programmed to that clock. So now, if we was to read the emo data again anyway, it will only show that there's one key in the car. So as you can see, it's trying to read it now. So if you just hide that bit there, it's just got key 1. So the rest is all FFFFF.
Perfect.
Yeah, so there's only one key. Obviously, it doesn't program the remote. The remote we'll have to do ourselves manually on the car. But yeah, we're done. We've read the data out of it.
Hopefully we can get that alarm turned off.
Yeah, the alarm will turn off as soon as we plug it all in anyway. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll get the remote in and then that's the job done, man.
All right, mate. Nice one.
All right, mate.
Thank you.
No worries, mate.
How you doing, boss?
Not bad, man. How you doing?
Cracked it, do you reckon?
Cracked it, mate. It's all done. Rob, are we all right with the booster?
See what he's...
Yeah.
You ready to roll, Rob?
Hang on, mate.
Oh.
No worries. So yeah, Chris, this one we had to take the cluster out.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, from time
A little
to
bit
time.
involved.
Yeah.
Right,
Ready?
go for it, yeah. Yes!
It's all running.
Take that up there, so...
2 winners.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Shall I hold this?
Sounds sweet as a nut.
That sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Sounds sweet as a
Sounds
nut.
good, man.
Mate, this time... Sorry, can you hold that a sec?
Of course.
I mean, we ain't going to get to the numbers yet, but this was, I'm going to say it, it was just one of them little bids. This was under £500. It was a nice, easy little, it was a risk, but it was a nice cheap risk. It's come with the V5. Look, it's got 4 brand new tyres on it. And that sounds like a Swiss watch. Let's get that off and let it charge. Leave it run. Oh yeah, knock that off. We'll leave this running. Honestly, still can't believe how cheap this car was and how lovely it sounds when it started up. All the straps off, ramps off, and reverse it off the back of the truck. I had to drag this one on the back. You see how crooked it was because I couldn't get into it. It was locked up, and to drive it off the back of the truck is brilliant. And here, I get a little bit too overexcited, and off I go down the yard. Back up again, spin round, back down the yard, done a couple of laps, just checking that everything's okay, just going through a little bit of paperwork here, taking it all in. Right, very, very interesting and very sad. Got it unloaded, all come off the back of the truck, absolutely fine. It's running, sounds absolutely fine, but you can see we've got DPF light on there, and an engine management light. But what the sad thing is, look at the mileage, 92,634. This is idling a little bit higher now, I've revved it, but there is an issue with this. I've just found this in the glove box. I'm going to try not to show too much. So the reg, the car, 92,621. 92,634. So 13 miles this car's done since the guy or girl spent £522. Specialist diagnostic test and side light bulbs to carry out MOT test. 0 rated for VAT, see below for price. Attended to management warning light on and carry out diagnostic computer ECU read as required and report. Fault codes. Fitted 4 new tyres, we said they was new. Fitted customer supplied battery to vehicle. No warranty can be given with anything customer supplied, which is fair. Replaced 2 side light bulbs on the front of the vehicle for the MOT. Engine management light cleared for MOT. Fault codes were for glow plugs. Advised customer take the car for a good run to clear system as hasn't been used in a while. Vehicle collected by recovery company. And then when you go over a page, sorry about this, you've got the MOT certificate there and you've got some advisories, but when you go over one more page, I will get there in the end, I promise, it actually failed and repair immediately. position lamp not working, position lamp. So they've obviously rectified that, but still, someone has done 13 miles since they spent £522 on this car. What does that tell you? I don't know. This is really, really unusual. This is very unusual. Why was this car seized? Why was it untaxed when it's £20 a year? And most importantly of all, now it's ours. What is wrong with it? Why are the lights on? Don't forget as well, this vehicle come with a V5 from the people that we bought it from. So they would have gone through the process to apply for the V5, which means the previous owner has just ignored the letter that he's got or agreed to it. But I can't quite work it out. Put it in the comment section down below, your thoughts on this one. It is definitely a bit of a weird one. Let's get it plugged in, and hopefully this is not too major. But like I say, on the MOT, it had a fault there as well, didn't it? Let's see if we can get it fixed, or is it going to be delving in and getting that DPF removed? Yep, we're at Key Street Hand Car Wash and giving this one a bit of a spruce up. We know it hasn't sat around too long. It's got a reasonably new MOT, and it was already pretty clean. It was just dusty and a little bit dusty inside, so we give it a little mini valet here, just a quick in and out, and you can see it makes all the difference, and it's come up very, very nice. So plug it in. I'll chuck the tray plates in it. I'll run it down the car wash. Had it cleaned.
Tidy little car, Rob.
No, guess what happened?
Go on.
The DPF light went out on its own.
That's mad, isn't it?
It just turned out, I think this has been, well, I know through reading that it had done 13 miles since January.
Right.
We're in the 6th month. This has been sat around, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You're going to love this. There's a tenner in the boot.
Sure there is.
You think I'm joking, didn't you?
Sure there is. Oh, bloody, probably 12 quid. She's a biggie, boy, isn't she? Hey.
But in the paperwork,
It looks like a brand new battery.
in the paperwork, it says new battery's been fitted. I don't know where this has come from. Has someone nicked a battery off another car and put it in the... I just don't know, but it's got a big battery in the boot of it.
Yeah,
and you love free stuff, Chris.
We do like free stuff, mate. Is there a... Unless someone's put that sticker on it. But, yeah, well.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Just, that's got a name and address on that, hasn't it?
We definitely like free stuff. New wheel centres there.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to clean this screen. Bear with me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. You was a bit blurry, mate.
New number plate light, isn't it?
Yeah, must be.
Yeah. Must have a 41, I should imagine.
I'm not sure.
Right.
Well, it's passed an MOT. And it's a bit weird because it says engine management light cleared for MOT. Do they actually do that, where they just bang the light out and then pass it? I don't know.
Bit naughty if they do.
Anyway, had it all cleaned. It does need a good polish.
Yeah.
Look, just that there.
Yeah.
See them little bits?
Yeah.
And apart from that little mark there, I think this car's lovely.
Yeah.
I've plugged the scanner in it while you was down the field, and it's already in there doing a health report. So
Right,
I'll
we'll
tell you
have a
what, mate. You jump in and
We'll have a look, shall we?
tidy little car though, isn't it?
It is a tidy car. That's trick, Rob.
Yeah, one that side as well.
Isn't it?
Yeah. You know that battery's in the boot? Yeah, look.
That is proper
This
trick.
has got extra mats in it that have been took out of another car. T-Rock.
Oh yeah, this is not a T-Rock, is
No.
it? Right. We've got quite a few glow plug here. Well, there you go.
Right, I said to you, that's what it said in that paperwork.
Yeah.
And do you know what they advised? Take it for a drive. I don't know what garage you went
This
to.
is, Aiden had the instrument cluster out, didn't he?
Yes.
So that's why that is, look, lost communication.
Right.
So we probably need to clear, don't we, and then do a new scan, but there you go.
I'm definitely going to put a set of glow plugs in this car.
Yes,
But,
very rare all four would fail.
yeah, it does, as it's an all four.
That's more likely module, isn't it?
This car, bang, is on the button from cold though.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think I've ever seen all four glow plugs fail at the same time, have you?
no. But the engine management light has stayed on. So if you started this car now, the engine management light will stay on. You can actually see it. I'm trying to, I probably should have been yours. Let me walk round your side. I know it sounds crazy and I know people believe us anyway, but can you put your foot on the clutch?
Yeah.
Right, so all lights have gone out, but you can see the engine light is still on. So what but the DPF light you can see has gone out.
Yeah, and that's not come up as a fault anyway, the DPF.
No. So ignition back on,
so
clear all faults.
Can you see that? Cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, cylinder 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't all fail,
definitely
would they?
not.
So
we'll let that clear. That could take a minute or two because it's
does,
only at 7% now. But if that engine management light, I don't think that'll come back on because the engine's warm now. It's not going to use its glow plugs, is it?
No.
But it's definitely, it had the DPF light on and engine light. And when I took it out of the car wash, I mean, I say it to you all the time, don't I? There's no point nursing it. If it's got something wrong with it, you need to find out and iron it out. So I did, just boot it a little bit, gunned it through first and second, and there was no smoke. And that light, honestly, it just went ding and went straight out. So,
well, we'll see, won't we?
We might as well hang on now. We're nearly there with it, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think the engine light stays on until you reset the ignition off and then back on again anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that.
So we've cleared. So
and then ignition off, foot back on the clutch, mate, sorry. Engine light's gone out this time.
Yeah.
And it has stayed out.
Well, we'll just have to see. I mean, sometimes, as we know, battery voltage.
Chris? Brake pad wear sensor.
Or is that the door open?
It might be, yeah.
Yeah. Battery voltage can throw up lots of, especially if you crank it with a low battery voltage, because the starter always dragged the power down, won't it?
Yeah.
And then that flags loads of faults up that aren't actually there, because everything's got parameters it works within, and if it drops outside of those, it flags up as a fault. But it's not a fault, it's just you've got a low battery voltage and you're cranking it, so which has happened, hasn't it? So but nothing's come back now.
I know this is going to sound a little bit
and
crazy.
it starts easy.
I don't know where we're going with this content on this car, honestly. I don't. Let's take it for a run.
Yeah, and see if the light comes back on. Yeah, that's right, exactly that.
And try and film a bit of it so that we can all see that I'm not, I'm not nursing it. It's, no. Should we take it for a little run?
Yeah.
I've grabbed the trade plates again. Let's do it.
All right, mate.
Oh, I don't know what to say about it.
Drives nice, doesn't it?
Look at it.
Yeah.
Let's 40.
Yeah.
3,000 revs.
Yeah.
60, that's enough. Pulls like a train. Sounds crisp.
Engine management hasn't come back on. No, I'm convinced that was all down to low voltage. Right, I suppose the only thing we can do, Rob, is you're going to have to use it, mate.
Are you joking? Do you know how many cars I'm using?
I know. There's not enough hours in the day to do the mileage, but...
Right, let's reset that.
Right.
92,643. Trip 0.0.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do in this? Because I just think someone got a bit unlucky and had this car seized.
I think what you're going to have to do is just use it instead of your van for a couple of days. Just running around, because it needs to stop-start and I think that's probably the best test you can give it, to be honest. But we can, I guess we can scan it when we get back.
Yeah.
But engine management light has not come back on. DPF light has stayed out. So, how much diesel has it got, Rob?
Quarter of a tank.
I guess that's what's going to limit how long you're going to use it.
Yeah, I reckon.
Use it as a run around for a couple of days and we go from there, mate. But
just quickly before you cut that off, tell people about the tenner I showed you in the boot. Turned out to be what?
What, the 10 that's probably over £100.
And it's fully charged.
It's a fully charged AGM 950 amp battery.
And it says
It's not off this car, is it?
It says on the side of it, Volkswagen.
Yeah.
This has also got T-Rock mats. Put it in the comments. What is going on with this car?
Well,
What's the story with it?
But anyway, we've gained a battery that we're always desperate for, so that's good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, mate.
Well, you're taking this one home tonight, I think, mate.
Yeah, what should I do? Should we crunch the numbers now, or shall I run it for a few days, then we crunch the numbers?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Well, we'll head back to the workshop
I'll have a coffee on it.
and and then we'll decide.
Oh, mate,
All right,
let's do
mate.
it. Yeah. You're going to love this one. This is Chris's idea, so if anyone's going to moan about it in the comments, aim them at Chris.
I don't read them, so it doesn't matter.
Earlier in the video, and in the previous video, a couple of people said the sound quality's changed now because they can't hear you. They can hear me and struggle to hear you. So earlier on, we swapped mics.
We did.
And the sound quality was perfect in the Fiesta video, and mine was poor. And Chris said, give us that little receiver here that's on the phone, and somehow I've pushed a button. There's a little blue arrow,
Yeah.
but you've turned it off,
Yeah.
and now we think that they're both working fine.
Hopefully.
Still trying to iron them out 6 months later. So the little Seat. Now this, what do we do first? The numbers, shall we?
Yeah, let's crunch the numbers.
Right, let's crunch the numbers on it.
Can you read my writing all right?
Purchase price, £460. What a steal. Fees, £154.56p. Collection, I went a long way for that.
Yeah.
£150. The key plus the programming from Aiden was £200. But that was with a bit of discount on there. He said normally it is £250. Second key, which why Aiden was here, he didn't have the car's obviously got a Seat remote key, but the second key is not a remote on that, it's just a standard key. And he said, Rob, I haven't got one in stock. What I'll do though, is I'll do you a chip and then just get one at the local key cutting shop, which I'm just about to pop out and get now, and that's £50. So that'll come with 2 keys. Yeah. The valet was £20, giving us a total of £1,034.56p. Now, I would have done the mileage in that car by the time you watch this video. Yeah. I would have exceeded the mileage and used the diesel that's in it. So, in every video where we crunch the numbers, and you're welcome to go back to any video, and probably the nearest one to this video would be the Fiesta. And you will see at least 20% of the comments.
Well, a good few comments, yeah.
Say, it's too cheap, it's far too cheap, you're mugging yourself off, you're ripping yourself off, you're not asking enough, you're not charging enough. It's worth this much.
Although I have to say, that's probably not people who are buying them ever says that.
We've never had a buyer moan about how cheap
We've never
they
had
are.
a buyer say it's too cheap.
So, look, basically, our business model is get them in, get them done, get them out the door, get the next one in, get it done, get it out the door. That's how we work. We're not asking retail money for them. We don't even ask trade money for them.
We're below trade, aren't we?
We're below trade. They're sold as is as trade vehicles, and they seem to go with no issue and the way we do it. This one in particular, I said to Chris, how are we going to price this car? What should we ask for it? And you said, let's do something a little bit different. Do you want to explain it, or shall I try?
Yeah, best bid wins it.
We are going to put that car on Instagram in 2 days after watching this video, don't know what time, and it is going to be sealed bids. And you, the buyers, are going to decide what we're entitled to for that car. Basically, it's going to be 24 hours of sealed bids, and whoever gives the best bid for that car is going to own it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll go on Instagram and let me do a post of saying how much they offered for it and how much they wanted for.
I have to say, we do quite often ask people to go on video.
Yeah, but
most people
don't want to
go on video, which obviously we'd include, you know, in later videos, wouldn't we? Just as
definitely.
Just to follow up, but it is what it is.
One way or another, in the next video or in an Instagram post, I will let you know how much we did get for that car, probably on Instagram. This is not something new that we're going to start doing, and it's going to be in every single video. This is purely a one-off.
Yeah.
We're just going to let the viewers decide, the buyers decide how much we're entitled
Yeah.
to for that car.
And we'll see if our method's better
Yeah.
than the buyer's method.
We'll see how we
Yeah.
get on, but I'm
Yeah.
sure someone's going to give us a fair bid for that car. They know it owes us £1,000 and we're
Yeah.
entitled to a good profit out of it. That is going to be the end of today's video. Even if you're not making an offer or bidding for that car, put your comments and your thoughts in the comment section down below, what you think about us doing it this way round, just as a one-off. You can follow us on Instagram at Salvage Rebuilds, Chris at Salvage Rebuilds Chris. Don't forget, if you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next one.